folks, Fat Guy Flies RC here. If you can see coming down the runway is the E-flite Twin Otter, or Twotter as I like to call it. And this plane has been through the ringer. I want to show you what I've done to it. Motor off. Just did my range test. I had a bad crash with this plane when I first got it, and I ripped this nacelle off and I repaired it and glued it back on, but the real damage was to the nose gear. If you look at this nose gear, the Otters that you see do not have this spring. This mechanism went into there, and that pole that's in there, and it confettied the inside of this model, completely destroying the inside of the front of the model. And if you get the replacement fuselage with this, it doesn't have any of the hardware in there. You have to install your own stuff, so I don't suggest getting the fuselage. What I did is I bought an aftermarket receiver, or I'm sorry, an aftermarket servo servo control arm combo. So the servos, a dedicated servo is just in here, that controls this. So it's got its own separate servo, and then I put it on a mix with a rudder, and so the nose has its own driving servo. So that's what I had to do in order to get the Twotter back in flying condition. So other than that, everything else is stock. I think the ground handling is a lot better now that I have a very solid, well, you know what, we need to do our range, already did the range test, but I think the driving now is a lot more solid, and I've got a little bit of spring on that front gear. Okay, we got right, got left, we got up, we got down, we got right, we got left, and all the flaps are working. Just so you know, I've got the control surfaces set mechanically for maximum deflection. That's just how I like to fly my planes. I like to have maximum deflection on most of them. Now on some of the jets and the faster planes I don't, but anything like this, yeah. I don't need takeoff flaps right now because there's a decent wind out of the west, so I definitely don't need it. And actually out of the southwest, so it's going to turn my tail a little bit, so I have to be aware of that. There, that is really a good looking bird right there. Now very much scale. This plane, the Twin Otter, does exist just as you see it in real life, in the full scale. So well, like I said, this is a very easy plane to fly. Another kind of a rough land. I love those props. Boy, the markings on those props when they turn that white and that blue really look good. Let's see if we can't do a little bit better of a landing this time. And you know what? The wind has kind of stopped now. So let's see if might need to use flaps this time since the wind has died down. And this plane very much flies like a, whoa. If you're looking for your first twin engine plane, I highly suggest this one. It's a very stable, easy to fly plane. Of course, it's an E-flite plane, so you got a good quality plane there. There are some issues with it, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like the stock steering, so our nose gear, the way that is. But you know, with my crash, it kind of helped change that. It was kind of a good situation there. She does have some nice big wheels. The new wheel that I put on the nose is only about just slightly smaller than the stock one that comes with it, and she does just fine in the grass. So you see, I can get her a nice low pass here. Slow pass. You can take a look at them lights there. She goes flaps. She's got lights, and she will, like as you can see, she will slow right down. She's not a rocket ship by any stretch of the imagination, and she loves her rudder. Very, very effective on the rudder, or the rudder's very effective, I should say. She's got a big old rudder. She's a STOL aircraft too, which means short takeoff and landing. Short takeoff or landing. And bird, get out of the way. Let me show you a grass landing, no flaps. Whoa! Well, that come to a sudden stop, but you can see how thick this grass is. She's sitting down in there. I don't even want to try to drive her out of that. But you can see she sits pretty high, so she was pretty deep down in that grass. So anyways, put the motor back. The wing has that one twist bolt and then just tongue and grooves in. Here, we'll you can see you got takeoff flaps, you got landing flaps. Don't really need that right now. Got a little bit of wind. Well, you know what, maybe we will do the takeoff flaps. Sun is behind a cloud right now. Decent roll rate on her. Like I say, other than the servo for the nose and changing that out, other than that, she's stock. Same motors, same ESCs. Nice slow scale flying there. Flaps are down right now.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Flaps up.
All right. Okay. Had timer set for 7 minutes. Still got 3 minutes left, basically. Here.
Landing flaps.
Yeah, the wind has once again died on me. Enough of a cloud cover now where you can see. We'll try landing with just takeoff flaps this time. Out of the power.
Flaps up.
Now we'll try landing with no flaps.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Man, these gnats, oh, they're horrible. Good looking bird, do a nice pass there.
Landing flaps.
She does want to seem to balloon on me, so I may need to work on the mix for the landing flaps versus the elevator. Gosh, these gnats.
Flaps up.
Very stable bird. But yeah, if you're looking,
1 minute. Landing flaps.
yeah, if you're looking for your first twin engine, twin motor plane, this is it.
Flaps up.
This is definitely should be it. Very stable, very easy to fly. If you buy the bind and fly version, she does come with Safe Select and AS3X in all modes.
Flaps up. Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Just trying to get me another good landing here. All right, time's up. All right, I have my timer set for 7 minutes.
Time expired. Motor off.
Motor off. Okay, let me show you what I'm running. I'm running a HRB 3300 3-cell with a 60C discharge, basically even with the nose here, or the opening of the nose here, right dead center of that blue strap that comes with it. Can't show you the mods from this angle that I did, it's internal. But let's see what we got going here in the way of power. All right, that was a 7-minute flight. Flew the full 7 minutes, bunch of landings and takeoffs, and I still got 54% left. So look at that, 54%. Very efficient plane. Could have flown for, probably 15 minutes. Well, maybe 12 minutes. 12 minutes conservatively. So there you go, folks. That is the E-flite Twin Otter, or Twotter as I like to call it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless.